Welcome back, guys. It's been a bit of a time off, but we are back. Week 26, we'll pick up where we left off. This week we showcase a little bit of our production line that we've implemented to speed things up when parting out sets. I also give a rundown of the bits and pieces that we've been up to in the last few months, and also stay tuned to the end to see 3D printing of a Lego brick and how that worked out. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome back. We took some time off from the vlog. We found the business got really repetitive, and it was the same stuff that you guys were seeing all the time, whether it be shipping, piece uploads, secondhand lots. It was just very, very repetitive for a while there. So we took a break. We're back now. Yay. Back with some fun stuff.
Yeah.
In a couple of months, I think it's been since we've been gone, we got the piece count of the Bricklink Store up to just over 150. I think it was, wasn't it, at one point?
Yeah, I think we hit 150 and then we went down to about 141, and now we've slowly crept back up to about 147, I think, from last look yesterday, which is really good. I think when we left off it, we were just over sort of 100,000, 110,000 maybe, 115,000. I had a whiteboard. Which might be good to pull that out and have a little look at that later and compare our numbers, because I haven't done that for a wee while yet. I've just been focusing on uploads and stuff. What
else has changed? Both the filing cabinets and the instruction booklets are full, and we have a pile of instruction booklets, so we are rethinking ideas on that, whether we sell them, how we sell them, or what we do. Yeah,
we're getting a lot of instruction booklets now that we're getting through a lot of sets, because we've changed a few things on how we get our stock and how we process it and get it into the store. That's how we've been able to jump up quite quickly, I think. Jumping 30,000 parts in space of about a month, 6 weeks maybe, has been
massive. We did employ Ella, our 14-year-old, so she's helping part sets out.
Yeah, I had a theory. I went away over the school holidays that have just finished, and we didn't do too much work with the school holidays, about sort of having a production line about the different people that interact, getting a set from unboxing to in the store, and a lot of the backlog and clog ups were me, because I would only put the stuff in and I would sort everything and I would do every single part of the process. So I've given out a few of those tasks. So
Tony's really bad at trusting people to do stuff. There was a while there where I wasn't even allowed to book a courier label. He's slowly letting go of the reins a little bit.
It's too big.
Sharing.
It's become a bit too big for me to be able to do by myself.
Share.
Yeah.
So we employed Miss 14, and she's managed to earn about $80 this last week, so she's quite happy with herself. Good old Kmart trips that'll disappear soon. What else?
I've started a new hobby, my 3D printers.
Oh, okay, 3D printers.
Yeah, I got a couple of 3D printers. They have been fun, trying at times. There's a lot to learn in that space. So I'll probably go into them and some of the benefits that they have been providing. But yeah, some of the funny little things as well. But it's just an added fun adventure, because obviously I work from home. Sometimes there is some downtime. Sometimes there is, bits and pieces where I can play around with stuff. So yeah, it's been a fun one. So I'll go into that at a later time. Yeah, well, everyone's managed to get something out of me so far as I've continued to learn.
Yeah, and you just started your dividers.
Yeah, I'll showcase
We'll
that
do
and
that.
go into that soon.
What else? Oh, Tony's basically left the entire second-hand lots of Lego now to me.
Yeah,
Because I was sick of him taking ages to do something for me. I was sick of him losing paperwork that I gave him. And it was just a giant shit show, basically. So I've got control of that now. So I've sorted all that out. It's all back to a place now where we're good.
Yeah, pretty much in a nutshell, how it works is I've divvied up these jobs here and there to other people now, but everything goes into the store past me. So I'm the last set of eyes before I click upload. People make a brick store sheet and then send that to me, and then I'll look over it, check the parts, give them remarks and stuff like that, and then I'll put it away. So yeah, everything goes past my desk.
Which I'm good with, because that way, if anything isn't right, then he's to blame, not me.
Yeah,
so I like
think
that.
that's where I didn't like giving it up so much, because I didn't want to feel like someone else put the wrong piece in. You know, you got light grey and then light bluish grey. It's so easy to get the wrong part there on colour. There's so many colours, and also just so many pieces of Lego. And that was my biggest fear, is if we just go willy-nilly and start uploading stuff, the pair of us, then the quality could diminish a little bit. But yeah, no, it's going really good.
Well, you taught me how to upload a minifigure to Trade Me that one afternoon.
Yeah, that's uploading an auction.
That was interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, giving other people these jobs has been able to give me a bit more time to be able to do more stuff. I've been able to push through. I remember where we left things off, we like to upload about $3,000 worth of stock a week, and now just last week we had the school holidays, we barely worked and we were able to upload $4,000 worth of stock.
Because we had Tony's kids, the two boys who are now 6. Eli just turned 6, that's cute. So they're 6 and 10, and we had them every day bar one.
Yeah, it was really good to spend a lot of time with them in the holidays. Do little bits and pieces. Went over to the fair and
went to Martin Borough Fair. Saw my sister. What else? Mr. 18. He is still living here. He has got 2 weeks left, course left, and he's got a job, so that's exciting. He's doing his thing. Yeah, Ella's back at school, college. But yeah, so we had a full on school holidays.
Yep.
Full on. So today is our first. There's no one here.
Yeah, no, it's really good.
It's really nice. So I catch up on some housework too.
Next week we'll be having the nephews again.
Yeah, baby Jordan.
But we're having Lucas for about 10 days this time to give the other people that are his caregivers at the moment a bit more of a break. So that'll be cool. So he'll be around. You'll see him in the next couple of weeks, I'd imagine.
Yeah, because his kindy is about an hour away from us, so we won't be taking him to kindy each day. He'll just be hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Be good to have him for a bit. Yeah. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good introduction, into coming back. So we'll be...
Oh, no, we can't... I'm just going to quickly pull you off the wall. This is just a bit funny. See behind me there? Our big drawers. We can't find big drawers anywhere.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a struggle. So
we've paid for 2, and they just don't have them. So
yeah, so
Tony pulled out these hoary containers.
And I've made up.
Hate them.
Yeah, basically the idea is once the location comes, I will actually have, these are actually the location. I'll just pour them into the drawer, put a label on it, and it'll start there. But I'm hoping to finish this whole wall with these. But we're getting that much stock, and it's getting
it's ridiculous.
A bit untidy. So we need.
Yeah, I won't take you for a full walk around because it's quite embarrassing at the moment how dirty the store is and how messy.
It's not that bad.
Shit everywhere. There is shit everywhere. To be fair,
I think overall though, it's basically coming to the point where we are outgrowing what we have, and we're very limited with some of the usual ways of continuing to grow.
Yeah.
So we've got
my sorting table is now the 3D printer table.
Yeah. So that's cool, but yeah, well, I find it to be.
But yeah, no, we're definitely outgrowing our space. So I don't quite know where we go from there.
Yeah, I've always thought at the end of the year we'll be out of here type thing. We'll probably outgrow it, or we need to change how we do things a little bit.
But I don't really want to move to a location that's not home.
That's okay.
But well, yeah, that's other stuff to go into. But I didn't record shipping this morning, but it was a lot.
Yeah, we had like about 40 orders to go out.
Lot.
We're getting a bit more consistency now that we're uploading consistent. We're getting consistent output as well. So we've got, I think we did about 40 orders between Bricklink and Trade Me go out this morning. It was, you know, good amount. I think last weekend we had about maybe 30, I think, on the Monday. We get more when we have a sale, but it's not like, you know, if we don't have the sale, we still get quite a good amount. So yeah, it's going out pretty good.
Yeah, the weather's changing here now too. It's getting quite cold. Winter is coming. So me and Tony have started watching Game of Thrones. So the garage is getting obviously colder to work in as well. So that's another hurdle. I hate winters in here. But yeah, I think everything's chugging along nicely. This week it's just kind of recovery mode after the weekend, do some housework.
Yep.
Yeah. But that's about it for that.
Yeah, so we'll go off and do our own things, but yeah, we'll upload, you know, every week from now. We'll we'll bring it back. And
sorry, where we disappeared.
had to have a little bit of a break, go away and have a think. But you know, we'll carry on and we'll go back to our weekly upload schedule and yeah.
Oh, and I'm getting classes.
Oh yeah, so that'll be interesting in the next few days.
They should be here this week. I've been waiting 3 weeks for them. They should be here
this
week. I've started getting massive headaches. So I went to the optometrist 3 weeks ago, and they're like, "Yeah, no, you're blind, lady." So that's fun. So that'll be exciting. No more headaches. Yay.
Hopefully.
Oh, we got a new bed.
Yep.
I know this is not Lego related, but we got a new bed, so that's amazing. I love that. Yeah. All right, we'll carry on with the jobs for today. I've got housework to do. And we will catch up with you soon.
Okay, so it's Monday afternoon. We just had our introduction type thing. And we've had our lunch and stuff, and I'm just going to walk through a couple of the things that has changed in the last wee while since the last vlog, so people are more clued up that are following along with the journey. This printer here is being replaced. I did a little bit of research, and it wasn't really too much of an issue. Well, I'll flick you around and flick you upside down. There we go. So it wasn't too much of an issue in the past where we occasionally printed stuff on the printer. Printer ink is quite expensive for these types of printers, but we have not printed that much stuff, so it we didn't really notice the cost of it all. But doing a little bit of research, we actually started, I think, since we've not had the vlog, we've changed to printing people's orders and providing them just a little wee invoice type thing, just off Bricklink, nothing special, nothing out of what's already on offer from Bricklink and Trade Me, which you can print out really easily, and then we'll just write on their order a little note saying thank you for your business type thing, thank you for your purchases, just a wee personalisation. But printing out large Bricklink orders that are 10, 12, 13 pages long is a lot. We double side everything, we make it black and white to cut those costs, but it still has worked out to be quite expensive. I think it works out, from the articles and the pieces of information that I've read, it works out to be around 8 cents a page. Some people might say 8 cents isn't that much, but when you add everything up, it ends up being quite a bit. So I have purchased a eco printer. It's like an Epsom. There's a number for it. There's a model number. I purchased one this morning, so that should be arriving later in the week. And the cost of that is a lot cheaper to refill, and it also comes with a lot of ink as well, but it doesn't use nowhere near as much as well. So I think it works out to be about 1/2 cent a page in terms of how much it costs. You've got 8 cents here, you've got 1/2 cent here, 16 times cheaper, really easy maths. So for me, it's a no-brainer because we really like printing out people's orders. We've noticed that people really like that too, and just putting a little personalized message thanking them for their service, and yeah, just getting that out. So that's one thing that we've changed. So when that comes in, I'll show what that looks like. Hopefully some other people might do a little bit of research, because I had absolutely no idea. I don't even know anything about printers, and it didn't even dawn on me that there could be something like this. It's a lot more expensive than a typical printer. How printer companies would usually make their money in this sense, from how I understand now, is the ink is the pricier thing. The printer itself, not so pricey. So I think we paid about $100 for that, and this thing here, I think we paid about $400, so it's a lot more upfront, and it'll probably be something similar size and similar functionality, but it's a lot cheaper when it comes to buying those cartridges, and also the print cost of it all, and how much it prints, being eco. So, just thought I'd throw that out there for those who do similar things in printing. They might be coming under the same problems. But yeah, moving on to the next one. Okay, here we are out in the garage. That Mountain Dew is not Mountain Dew that we drink. These are my 2 printers that I bought. This is a little fun hobby that I decided to get into. Sometimes with Lego, it can be a little bit quiet. For me, I struggle a little bit, and I always jump onto doing something else to amuse myself, and keep things ticking along. One time it was PlayStations. I think if I look down here, there's probably a PlayStation still left. I bought a few PlayStations, pulled them apart, fiddled with them, fixed them. It was a bit of fun. I learnt a little bit. Yeah, I've got into a few different things. Selling cards, trading cards, done that as well. Yeah, I just sort of seem to jump on other things when things are a bit quieter. But yeah, I've got these printers, so I've looked into doing this sort of thing now. Very fun, exciting. It's been testing at times. I've had to walk away a few times because things ain't quite right, and still now they're not quite right. This printer here is not going for a reason. It does turn on, it does work quite well, but the reason it's not going is that this bed is not level. It's not completely level, and that's why I got the Mountain Dew cans. So I'm going to mess around with that and get that back to being level so it can print out good prints. This here, my first great idea. I've printed out quite a few little things. Some things have worked, some things haven't. That's an Eevee, Pokemon Eevee. Its ear broke off. Printed out lots of little different things. This here is my first design that I designed. It's very simple, but this was a solution that I came up with for our drawers. Here's one of our drawers. Here's the solution working in play. The divider. Basically, long story short with this is that we bought the drawers. We started off with these types of drawers. They're a Stanley bin organizer, and they don't have any dividers available in New Zealand. I don't know why. It seems really silly to sell a drawer and not sell the other piece to it. But yeah, no dividers. As you'll see in the last vlogs, we decided to go with there should be some still here because I've only just come up with this resolution. Ice cream containers, and amongst all the people eating the ice cream containers, or eating ice cream, we stumbled upon, thanks to Brother Tane, we stumbled upon, I don't know whether we kept them. They might be over here. Yep, there they are. Getting 50 odd from a supplier that sells ice cream containers. I think it's like a tradie supply website, so that was cool because we only spent about, I think maybe 40 or 50 cents per ice cream container, so it worked out a lot cheaper than going and buying ice cream and living with just one tub at a time and getting through that. So that worked out well, and then I bought these, and then I actually came into this idea maybe a week or two ago in the holidays while I was sort of having a bit of downtime. So I created, well, first I got one of them, the correct measurements and stuff, and had to play around, and that would sit just here by itself. When it would print, it would take about 43 minutes to print, because these take a little bit of time to print. And then once I got a size that worked, I duplicated the exact same size, and it now prints 10 at a time. This is one that I've just taken off. So yeah, 10 at a time, and also per unit it prints at about 26 minutes a unit. But yeah, you'll see these going occasionally here and there. I enjoy this sort of thing. Some may not, but I'll probably showcase what I'm doing. I'm pretty much at a point right now where I'm just hitting start and stop on this for this print to just print over and over again every 4 hours. If it's not printing, like now it's stopped, I'm only showing it now that it's stopped. I'm going to take all of these off, take all the plastic off the bed. It uses PLA filament, but I'll take all the plastic off the bed and then hit start again, and it'll print another 10. And I've got to the point now where just getting these edges a bit fine-tuned, because you get the occasional bits and pieces, because these printers ain't set. I'm not a professional, I'm learning as I go, but these printers are set up as best as I know. So there's still settings that I have yet to tinker with and learn and get them to their optimal printing settings. So at the moment I've got a sanding block, and I am just sanding the edges a little bit to make them a lot better. These are some that are finished. But yeah, so really happy with that. This is a lot more consistent and a lot stronger than an ice cream lid or an ice cream container. So really happy with that. But that's not the only thing we'll be doing. One thing in my head with these things is to actually, if I can't get a resolution for these, I may decide to print my own drawer system and create my own drawer system. Just because it's really frustrating. We're down to here now, and we can't get any more, and it's really frustrating. And I want to finish that wall, but also, I want to continue to grow and be in control of that growth. I don't want to keep getting different drawers. We've got 2-3 different types of drawers in this garage, and I don't want to have to keep getting different drawers for everything every time they stop making them, or they've got short supply and something's holding up my growth. So that's one thing that I will be working on as well. These are designed for a bit of a side hustle as well. The idea is to actually get a few products that I can. Made some cookie cutters. Get a few products that actually sell alright, and sell them as a separate business venture. But I'm enjoying just the limitless possibilities with these things. It's been a lot of fun these last couple of months. So that's my 3D printing story for now. But yeah, I'll showcase a little bit as they're printing and as I get on with those things. Alright, so turning to stock levels and consistency with our product. We have a insane amount of Lego at the moment. Insane. I think by count, we've gone over here as well. There's a whole lot under there. We've got about 80 sets from count. I've actually had to make a spreadsheet. I'll just flick you around. Yeah, I've actually had to make a spreadsheet to keep track of the stock. We've been getting stock from sellers on Marketplace. We've been getting stock on, clearance. It's about that time of the year for clearance now, which is good. We're getting stock from retailers. Yeah, it's been even stuff on sale. We've been getting a lot of stock in. So we had decided to just pretty much go all in with buying stock. There was a bit of a worry, not with it was in our own heads type thing. The COVID may creep its ugly head again, and potential lockdowns and stuff like that. It didn't happen. It didn't go that way, which is really positive. But if it did, I wanted to be well prepared with the amount of stock that we had. So we've now got a lot of stock, and we continue to buy and keep those. We basically keep buying stock, and once we get to about 3-4 of the same set, that's when it can go into stock and we can start parting it out. I came up with a bit of a production line, if you will, and how we put sets in. So basically, Pip and Ella will work together. Ella is Pip's daughter. They will work together and sorting the colours to how I like it. Then they'll give that sorted product to me, and I will input everything with the remarks and stuff like that, and do the last sort of it to get it into drawers and stuff like that. And then they will then put it away. So this has actually freed me up a lot. Like I said before, we were able to upload about $4,000 worth of stock last week, and we really didn't work that much at all. We had the kids a lot. It was just basically skeleton type workflow where we just pretty much did the bare minimum in terms of the shipping went out and stuff like that. So it was really good to see the starting results of the idea I had in my head for this production line. So I'm really happy with that, and we'll keep going down that path. What else? Yeah, this with that, we're able to put the sets in a lot faster. It's the fastest that I've ever been able to do them. But obviously we're getting to points where we've got, like Pip was saying, that it's pretty messy. If I just turn your example, when a drawer fills up, and since we've got no big drawers, we're sort of pulling them out of the wall, putting them down there and putting a container on them with the overflow. It's not how we like it, and it definitely was a lot worse last week. Yeah, but I have cleaned it up a bit. Put you down again. I've cleaned it up a bit, but yeah, so that's basically, I'm now working with just the new stuff and uploading, mainly the uploading and buying of stock. And Pip is now taking a bigger role in sorting the used stuff, getting that done, and then just giving me a product which I can upload. And so far it's proving really well. We've uploaded a lot. We're right on track with where I wanted to be at sort of coming to the end of the year at 250,000 parts. I thought at the start of the year it was quite optimistic, but now it's very much a reality. And as the reality has started to creep in a bit more, we've realised that there's limitations to our size. We're going to outgrow this garage. So we'll keep going, and that's my main point in the whole exercise, is to just keep pushing it in. Where there's a will, there's a way. We'll keep even things, if they're a little bit messy, we just have to keep pushing them in, so then the next part of the plan unfolds by itself and it becomes a little bit more obvious. Hopefully we get some of these bigger drawers in that I've been really wanting. I've actually already purchased some. I haven't received them. They are on. I don't know how I was able to actually buy them, but they weren't in stock. So yeah, with a bit of luck, I will get them at some point. Today's not that day. It hasn't been that day for about 3 weeks. But yeah, so that's all right. We're also working on how we sell instruction books, because we have an overflow of instruction books, and I don't think it's worth the investment to buy another filing cabinet, and that creates more space to create more of a problem there. I don't like sometimes how I've been thinking about shipping and how that works, where someone will buy, and it happens far too often with instruction booklets because we don't sell them very much. But what happens is we'll sell it, and then they'll buy a few other pieces, but the instruction booklet will be the biggest part of the order to send off. So we're having to be forced to get to spend a bit more on shipping, getting bigger bags to send out these instruction booklets. And I think there's a better way to market those. So an idea I've got is possibly selling them on TradeMe just as individuals, or selling them as a themed listing. For instance, a Star Wars listing where it's just a number of Star Wars, just one of a lot of different Star Wars instruction books, Friends, City, all that sort of thing. And hopefully some people can find benefit in that, and also it enables us to move volumes of stock at once. But for now, yeah, it's getting a bit hairy on the instruction booklet side. There's a lot of those sorts of things, not just in the instruction booklets, but in general, where we're just getting too big and things are getting a bit hairy. That was another reason why we sort of had to take a little bit of a breather. while I properly look at the expansion and how we're going with the store and make sure things are actually, balls are not being dropped, or things that are obvious become more apparent on how we do things to make sure things are still good, and not so messy. The used side of the garage, turn you around, this whole side was earmarked for used, and I think I left the vlog off as this wall here was our new wall. We never made it to being used on this side. I actually made a decision to go new this whole side. We've got too much new stock. We haven't bought used for a little bit. Pip's used stock is over here. But used takes more time to work. We're discovering with new it's a lot easier. There's a lot more money potentially in used, but it's new is a bit more consistent. So that's the product we're rolling with at the moment, more so than the used. This is all new, and I did this specifically because we needed the drawers. We've run out again, but when you go down and you are looking at a typical order, it is the numbers for the order when you go down the page are done in alphabetical order. So first we get our numerical remarks, which are these, and then the alphabet comes second. So to do this, because I thought that as soon as we start doing some of this wool new, like this side new, it was going to get hairy with our keeping our used and new pieces separate like we do when we send it out. But the benefit of this is, for this whole wall, this is the highest number, so all the used goes up to that number. So this is where new starts anyway. Once we get to the bottom of that wall anyway, it's only going to start back around here. So the new just starts, that's the line pretty much, and where new is for the garage now. So yeah, it's not how we planned it originally. We wanted this whole side being used, but it's oh, my finger in there. But that's how it's worked out. Sometimes it doesn't always go to plan, but yeah, it's all good. So yeah, that's that in a nutshell, with all the loads of amount of stock that we've got to still work. My spreadsheet displays a lot of different things, so I might showcase that in a minute, to how I keep my stock, to understand exactly what's actually going on down here without having to actually come out and look. Because once we got to a certain point, it was like, I don't know if I've got one of these or one of those or one of those, and it got real hard real quick. So I might show that in a minute. Alrighty, back at my desk, my workstation, where I work up at the bedroom. Pulled out my lovely board that looks backwards on camera, but apparently isn't when I put it through the edit. This was the last time that we did this. I can't remember what week it was, how long ago it was, but we were going off a top 13 schedule. 80 stores are available. Right now I can look on my screen, there's 85 that are currently open in New Zealand. And I'm about to change these numbers into what is now. Some of the stores are pretty obvious when sort of judging the numbers, because I can't remember who's who with these stores, so I can only assume that maybe in the bottom 5 or 6 downwards they've jumbled up a little bit. But I do know more so what's going on up here, and they remained pretty much the bigger ones. What I might do is create a spreadsheet from this, because I love spreadsheets, so I can have names, not that I would display on the video, but I can keep track of growth for other stores and compare my own growth to that sort of thing, to make sure we are still, sitting in the top sort of 5 in growth, so we're gunning for where we want to be. But yeah, I'm just about to press stop on the video, change all these numbers, and you'll see what the results are in a second. Right, so here's the results. 85 stores open, like I said before. Some of the numbers are relatively similar to where they were. I'm not so sure about this sort of bottom 5. We are here. We're now 10th, which is really good. We were 13th. So now I'm only going to display the top 10, because It's a lot easier. 85 stores, 10th place. I think that's pretty good from where we sit. 20,000 more to go to get into that 9th spot. One of the bigger takeaways on this, I think we were at, from memory, it was maybe 108,000 a couple months ago when we did our last video. If I look on the computer just here, I'll tell you when the last video was, because it was a wee while ago. It says 1 month. 13th of March. That's not a month ago, that's more than a month ago. Nearly 2 months ago. So 6-7 weeks maybe. Let's get growth of about 28,000? No, 38,000. 37,000, 38,000. Yeah, so happy with that. I'm going to turn you around in a second and showcase my spreadsheet and how I keep up to date and on top of things a little bit. But yeah, really happy with this result. Alright, so here's my spreadsheet. It's very basic. Basically what I've got here, down this line here is all the sets that we have available in the garage at the moment. Here we've got quantities of those sets. So we're up at around, 74 sets. That's because we did some yesterday. Also got a parts value for each set, how many lots are in the set, so I can sort of have a look at an I value without having to go into Bricklink every time and see the lot count and then compare how much drawers we've got left over and stuff like that. A total amount of parts, so we've got a quantity of 3 parts, so we'd go quantity times parts equals total, and then a 6-month average value of that. So just some basic numbers. This one here, why it's red is because it's not in Bricklink yet. Should be soon by the looks of things. We try and go 3s and above, so I've put them at the top of the table, so then I know what I can pick from to start sorting or planning to sort. But as we go down here, last week, this is last week's, so once I've sorted it, I move it down into the next section, and these are all the sets we sorted last week. We sorted these 3 out here because we already knew that we had the sets in the store, so that's why they are sort of 1s and 2s, but a lot of them was just putting away in the same drawers. These here are our ones that we sorted last week that are new. And at a glance, I can look and see that I put 12,000 parts in the store last week, near on $4,000 worth of parts, because we only focused on new last week, because we just didn't have the time to be able to do used or anything like that. 19 sets, so it's able to showcase a lot of bits of information that's important to me quite quickly. So yeah, that's my basic spreadsheet. But yeah, it keeps me on top of the workflow.
Good morning, guys. We are 9:15 on Tuesday. Nearly time for a new coffee. I've done some shipping last night. That's all ready to go. He's just walked in with how many orders?
6.
6 more to go out. So that's exciting. So we'll get that on the road. The printer's printing still. It's just like this low-key hum through the garage. It can get quite annoying, but that's okay. So that's just doing its thing. Yeah, pretty chilled morning. I got all my jobs done yesterday. I've got to take photos of this stuff today. Some minifigures and some animals to get them in the store.
There's some stuff around the corner as well.
Oh god, alright. Oh yep, no, there's more there. So I'll get them going today. What else? What else
back
happened?
into normal today, pretty much. Just getting into it.
I think that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, took a while. 2 hours. But we finally finished the shipping. There was lots of like real bitsy orders. So that's all on its way out the door. Yay! And now we get to go open the new printer.
Alright, so this printer arrived this morning. All set up. It's an Epson. I think it's like a Eco 2850, something like that. Reasonably easy to set up. Pip set it up this morning.
On the Sally phone?
Yeah, it goes through the cell phone, which is good. Inks. So I think you got to lift up this thing. Let's do it all right. That goes down.
Will that go down properly with paper in it? No, you can't
Probably
do it with
not.
paper in it.
Clicks in place, and it works on bottles. So basically one
take the
bottle,
lid off, and then you lift that blue thing, and then you click it in.
and it displays what it's got on the front. So it's real easy, real basic to use. Pretty much idiot proof. We didn't really.
Leftover ink, if you can see.
Sort of had
Ink's
to-
probably better.
Yeah, one full bottle is pretty much one cartridge, and these are a lot cheaper. I think it's about $28 New Zealand for a bottle from our warehouse stationery, our local supplier. Yeah, so we haven't had too many issues this morning with it. Just a setup, it's all good to go. And there's our old one, which I'm gifting to my brother, and his wife. So that'll go to them probably later in the week. Nothing wrong with this one. It was just basically this here is a lot cheaper. It's a lot better when you're printing volumes of paper, and that's why we upgraded.
Especially with all the kids and all their printing requirements, like pictures to colour in.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that though. Yeah, all good to go. So
We
all installed.
It's a bit wonky.
It's a touch, yeah. It needs to do a little bit of tweaking. It's only slightly off center. That'll just require a little bit of tweaking, but
It worked, and I can finally print off my laptop because the HP printer and my laptop, which is an HP, decided to not like each other.
yeah, don't know why that was the case.
That's exciting.
But yeah, job done. Alright, it's Wednesday morning. It's probably a little before 7. Been up for maybe 20-30 minutes just getting myself ready. At the moment I am putting this into stock. This is something that I have had sitting around for a little bit. I've had a Brick Store sheet on it. The beauty about Brick Store sheets is you can save them, and then it's you can come back to them whenever you want. You can upload as much as you want at a time, and I've been chipping away at this one. This was basically 4 sets that I'd already done not too long ago, and I knew I'd had the drawers for them, so they just basically pretty much need to be reconciled into those drawers. Bit of work involved, as I've figured out, so my method on this going forward is just pretty much hold on to those sets again until I get the 3 or 4 that I'm wanting. So yeah, so that's what I'm starting with there. Over in the printer section, I got some more dividers printing here. I sold 50 of those to another person that wanted that has the same drawers as me. So I'm just printing some more. I've got his 50 anyway, but I actually want to print some for myself, so I'll keep that running today probably throughout the day. And I sold a couple of cookie cutters last night. This is just a basic design. But yeah, I'm just printing. Basically, the theory is I'll send a couple of these, and then I'll print a couple more to replace the couple in there. So yeah, so that's why that one's printing today. We've also got these sets down here. This is pretty much this week's work. Basically, the sets over on this side. If I take you over there, all of these sorts of things. We get lots of sets. And basically once we get to about 3 or 4 of them, or 5, depending on how long we sit on them for, I think we've got 6 or something over there as well, but we're waiting for it to come into be able to part out on Bricklink, and that shouldn't be too long. I think the inventory is in progress at the moment, but today I will be parting out this.
So basically I'll be going through my first part of my production line. So I'll be taking all of 3 of these out and cataloging them into Brick Store, and then I will let Pip and Ella do the last part of their process of the production line, and that's putting that away. So they'll put this set away later on in the day. I'll work on that during the day once Ella finishes school, and then they will part out one of these sets. And one of these sets then will go on to tomorrow for me to catalogue it during the day, and then they'll put that set away after school, and then they'll go on to the next set. And it's just a bit of a production line we've got going, and Ella's earning some money, which is good, and it's actually being helpful to the business, which is really good. So yeah, so that's that in a nutshell. Star Wars Day, may the 4th be with you. We've had a promotion, so we had a giveaway, spend $40 in the last few days and you get a little bit of a prize pack there. We hosted that on our Facebook page, so we should probably be winding up that. I think that finishes at midnight tonight, and then we'll probably draw the competition tomorrow. And we're also hosting a competition beside that for this set here, and that's Mother's Day competition. So a couple of competitions going on at the moment, but yeah, so I'm also doing a factory reset on this thing here because Dominic is selling that to a relative that needs a computer, so and he's got another computer for study already. So yeah, lots going on this morning before 7 o'clock. I'm all ready for the day and everything's doing its thing, so I'm going to carry on.
Morning, guys. We're a bit late out this morning.
I've been
Yes,
up for a while.
I'm a bit late out this morning because dropped Madam at college at 8:30. Cut someone's hair because they were bitching and moaning about it.
Yeah.
But my first package out today is, I did these yesterday because we have so many freaking instruction booklets. So I did bulk listings. So I laid them all out on the dining room table, took a photo. Tony listed it. I don't like the photos now I've taken them. I think they need a white background or a light background, so I will rethink that. But yeah, so we sold one. Funny enough, I've just got it all packaged up. But these, fuck, it's messy out here. So I've done, there's a Harry Potter one, like a group of all Harry Potter instruction booklets that we have. There's a creator one. So we've got quite a few in there. There is, what else did I do? Ninjago and a Friends one. So I did 5. Was it Friends? Is that what I did? Yeah, Friends, yeah. Harry Potter, Star Wars, Ninjago, and Creator. So they're just in this tub. It's one of my spare tubs at the moment. So I'll make up another Star Wars one today. But that's where we're at with that. So we sold that for $12. We put $8 shipping on them because they have to go in a bigger courier bag, which is, I think, $8 something to send. So I've cut up a old box, put some cardboard in there, wrapped it in tissue, then I'm going to put another layer of tissue around it, and then put it in the courier bag. But yeah, we are having a sale at the moment. So how much were you actually selling them for?
That particular one was meant to be 15. It was down to about 12.
Yeah, it was 12.
20% off.
Yeah, so that's what I've done with that. He's picking shipping right now. This is for one of our regular customers, Arctic Fox.
Yep, I've got one of each Fox, one of these. And,
is it Miss Sloom?
Yeah, and also there was a couple of...
Phoebe's guitar? No, the white guitars.
Y27, which is this one here. Couple of
what
these
set were they from?
I want to say it's Phoebe's guitar, but
it's
I'm
not.
probably
Phoebe's
wrong.
is brown.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Could be a Friends set that we've done.
No idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're going to crack on with shipping, and if I remember, which I should, I will show you when I do the other Star Wars instruction booklet listing.
Right, it's just before lunch. We've done the shipping and got that all out, which is good. So I'm just on here. I have this morning put away this lot. So this is just that last of the lot that I was talking about, the Star Wars lot. Not too bad on the parts, but the minifigures and stuff had already been put away. This is just sort of like the end bits once it was all sorted, so I can get rid of that now. So that's gone. Discard. Alright, so I've got this set here, and me and Pip just bowled this over. Took us about no more than 10 minutes to open up all the packets, sort it into colours, minifigures and dinosaurs. We can leave all of this packaged up now because we'll probably put these in a Trade Me store, but we've already got a picture from the last time we had this set, and there'll be quite a bit of just basically reconciling of drawers, putting this away when we go to do that. But my job next after lunch is to just sort this into the, well, I should probably click the right button, colour. Sort this into colours, go right down the line, get it all sorted, add remarks where they need to be and put those in drawers that are yet to go away. And then Ella and Pip will come in after Ella finishes school and put that away, and then they will sort, I would say, this one here. We've got three of these, and they'll probably sort this one here after they've finished putting that away. And the put away part of the process probably takes no more than, well, depending on the size of the set, I would imagine this one will be pretty easy, maybe about half an hour. And then they'll sort this one ready to put this away tomorrow, and tomorrow during the day I will catalogue it. So it's quite a good process we've got here, quite a good flow of things, and it leaves me not having to do all of the work when it comes to Bricklink, which is new to me, but it's fairly good. Had a couple of issues with the printer this morning, but we finally seem to be going alright. So that's our Lego Batman cutter, finally. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it finishes alright, but it's got 38% done. And these here, just some separators, basically just restocking. This took about 4 hours. As you can see, a couple of issues. I've got stringing, which if you knowledgeable about how these work, basically this here is retracting a little bit more than it's meant to, or something up here. I'm yet to figure out the ins and outs of it all, but that there should not happen. It should be clean, and even the little bits of string in there. But what I do after I've done printing them anyway is I've got a sanding block here, some fine sandpaper, and I give them a bit of a sand. These are the finished product. These are here yet to go through the process of me sanding them and putting them into the finished product. So that's all good. But yeah, all go on that. But yeah, so I will probably sit down, have some lunch, and then focus on getting this catalogued for the girls to do after. So carrying on. Right, so I've had some lunch and I've just finished up this. These are all ready to go. One thing that we decided to get while we've been away, I decided to get a whole lot more of these same containers. So I wasn't screaming out for containers for when it came to sorting or also picking orders. They're really helpful for that. So I got about 300 units, I think, and I had possibly maybe 50, maybe 100 before I went and got more, but really helpful to not sort of need them and just have them all stacked up, because sometimes you can get about 350 lots in a set, so that would probably chew up quite a large portion of them. I only use them when I'm sorting for reconciled parts, because as I'm going through, when I do each colour and as I go down the line, if it's a new part, I automatically put it in a new drawer. So these are just my new ones here. And they've got obviously the dinosaurs. But yeah, just did that. So that took maybe, I started it before lunch, probably spent about 10 minutes before lunch, and probably spent about 20 minutes after lunch. So my part of the process took about half an hour. It took us about 10 minutes to sort, and then putting it away is probably going to take maybe half an hour, I'd say. It's not very many all up. But yeah, so I will kick that off to the next person, get it ready for them, and I will get on to my next job. Alrighty, it is Wednesday afternoon still, last act of the day for me, and I probably won't get it all done. The Jurassic Park set is all in now, or Jurassic World I should say, that we did before. The girls put that away just a little bit earlier, and they sorted this set here, which is the Lunar spaceship set. This is a new one, 60349 I think is the number. Oh, there's the rubbish over there. Pretty cool set, some pretty cool minifigures. So I'm going to start cataloguing all the different bits. Probably won't get it all done. I'll probably just work till about dinner time and then call it quits for the day. But this is my last act of the day. Alrighty, it's Thursday in the garage. It's about maybe 10 to 9, so I'm a bit late in the piece today. I'm actually going to spend the day, well, majority of the day, chilling up with a mate. Then I got my son coming over to, his mum's got a dental appointment, so I'm going to look after him this afternoon. So not a lot of work to do today. Still stuff will keep moving. Got a little bit of shipping unexpectedly overnight. It was the last day of our sale, and we got about 9 orders, just looking at it, which was really good. Just about all of them paid, which is really helpful. I've got this lot here, which is basically that set there, catalogued. I managed to actually do it all last night, which was really good, so I don't have to get up and sort of finish it off this morning, which I thought I would. So that's all ready to go. All the remarks are ready. Now I've just got to pretty much export the file from Brick Store to Bricklink, and then the girls can put that away. So that's really good. They'll be working on, after doing that, parting out this one. I'm really liking as well looking at these sets. I think that's the last one earmarked for this week, but I'm really liking looking at these sets. I've got over here just the different minifigures. You know, your typical spaceman type stuff doesn't look like this. They've given them some improvements in colour, and yeah, no, it looks really cool. We obviously sell them all with accessories and stuff like that. So you got one of you guys there. A lot of vibrant colours to them all. Guy with his banana. Yeah. This guy's the main guy, I think, with the most stuff. It's got a camera. And we're actually going to be selling him, because on the back there we discovered, and it's not the first time I've seen it, I don't think, but this sticker from the sticker sheet. Oh yeah, the Star Wars one has it as well. The Gamorrean guard. The sticker from the sticker sheet, it doesn't, so with the minifigure itself, I think it's only 4 or 5 pieces. It doesn't include the camera and doesn't include the accessories on the back. But we decided, it's not like our sticker sheets are huge movers. We're going to sell the whole thing as a bundle, and sell the sticker sheet as well, because we can't exactly just peel one sticker off to make that accessory on the back. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing there. This here, first time I've seen one of these. I don't know if you've seen one. It's relatively new. It's like a space rock, and you can open them up, and they've got like little, the camera's not going to focus. I wonder if I put it up here, or down here or something. Yeah, little rocks inside, which is really cool. I quite liked it. From memory, on Bricklink, they're selling for about $7 something. So we'll probably put that over to our Trade Me store. But we're more and more going down the whole of, when parting out sets, when it comes to stuff like this, we'll combine them and make it a whole. Bicycles, just little bits and pieces. Where it's possible, I'm happy with Brick Store, because it gives me that option to actually make the pieces whole and sell it as that, and just delete the individual parts that make it up. So that's really cool. Yeah, so that's selling for about $7. So a bit of value there. But yeah, sold 2 dinosaurs to some guy too. I had 3 of them go in possibly yesterday, and I listed them yesterday. All 3 of them sold, probably mainly because there's actually a sale on our store at the moment. It finished up last night, but there was 20% off, and I listed them at 38 New Zealand, and that would have dropped the price. Well, it dropped the price to $31.19. A dinosaur. So this person bought 2, and one of our regulars bought 1, and all of a sudden we sold through those dinosaurs. So yeah, that was really good. But yeah, I'm going to start picking the orders and getting them out, but not a lot from me today. You'll probably hear from me the other side of the day. You might hear from Pippa a little bit today, but yeah, you'll probably hear from me the other side of the day. Alright, it's after dinner. It's probably about 6:30. The girls have put away this at here. Now we're eyeing up, once they sorted this one here, which is 3 of these. So that's my next job. I'm actually going to, we aim to do one a day, one lot of sets a day, but I'm actually going to start tonight cataloguing this to free up tomorrow, because I want to sit down and have a good session with my printers tomorrow. And it gives me time to edit the vlog and get that up for the first week's back of the vlog. So yeah, so that's what I'll be focusing on. So tonight, for a little bit, I'm going to catalogue this. Might not get it all done, but I'll spend maybe an hour or so on it and see where I end up. Alrighty, just finished sorting those out, cataloguing them all. These are my new parts. Some newer colours. I like this colour back here. It's quite vibrant. Would like to see it in action.
Hurts your eyes when you're sorting, they go.
I'll be back soon.
But that's all done.
It's from this set here.
Yeah. The truck.
Fire station.
It's quite interesting.
The helipad at the top.
The parts obviously sell for quite a bit. That would be because they're they haven't really been. Oh, it's in the helicopter too. They haven't been really for sale. It always starts off higher and then it sort of lowers over time. But yeah, for now we're going to put those in, and I'm going to get that in tonight. So that'll be all good. And then tomorrow's just shipping, and then I'm going to move on to my 3D printers. Alrighty, it's Friday morning. We've got 3 orders to do this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and pick those to get them out. But a nice quiet finish to the week. Like I said last night, got all this catalogue, so I've just got to put these away. Really easy to put these away because it's the first time that they're going in the wall, so majority of it will be just right there. Some of it will be in these walls, but we're slowly outgrowing that sort of stuff. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We've got some competition winners to draw, so we're going to sort out our competition draw this morning for a few sets that we gave away for a Star Wars May the 4th promotion and Mother's Day promotion we did on our social media pages. So we're going to go ahead and do that, but we're going to get into it. Alrighty, it's Friday mid-morning, nearly lunchtime. Couple little jobs to finish off the week. Pip has given me some Brick Store sheets on just the parts here. We had a couple of these big sort of Bionicle style Star Wars figures. We couldn't finish them. We decided to part them out. So there's those sitting there for me to put into stock. Just a lot of accessories and stuff. Same again, Pip's given me a couple of cars in there and some bits and pieces. Pip's given me the sheet for that, and another lot of just bits and pieces was from lot 79, just the accessories for that. So got that to do to finish off the week. Pip is just gone out. She's going to go get some lunch, so we're going to stop for our lunch break. And there's the lovely cat. Hey, chip chip. All she's got to do here is do some photos of the sets that we've just done this week. So that's what she'll be up to. Give me some photos so I can put them on Trade Me. Going back into here, into the dungeon. We've picked out next week's sets already that we're going to hit. And we've got 3 of the starter Luigi ones. So that's cool. We've done this set before, but we've got 3 more of them, so we're going to do those. We've got 3 of these, so that's 3 reasonably small ones. I think that Star Wars one's about 500 and something pieces. 3 of those, and the biggest one for the week is looking like this one here. Now we got these, couple of these at Farmers on clearance. I just like how many minifigures were in them. A lot of range in there. There's a little wee clown, wheelchair guy, a few bits and pieces. Yeah, I just like the range. It was down from about $160. It was down to 100. So I picked up how much they had, which was only 2. But I've been sitting on that one for a little bit as well. So we've got a couple of things coming in line next week, plus a bit of our used stuff. Pip's got bits and pieces going on with the used stuff. This here's all used, so it'll be good to get some of that in the store as well. And we also have a funny little wee project for me. I'm printing a Lego piece, a 2x4 Lego brick. At the moment, it looks like it's printing the top of the brick. So I'll showcase that after it's finished. It's probably the last thing I'll post about, but we'll see how that goes. But I'm going to get into putting these into stock and just having a little general tidy up. I think a couple of these have got away on us. All of the drawers that are overflowing, and I've got to do some relocating, but unfortunately I haven't really got the drawers for it, so I'll probably do that either today or over the weekend and get that all tidied up so we have a bit of a fresh start for Monday. But yeah, that's all. It's good to cap a week off. Just turn you around. Yeah, so that sort of caps the week off. I'll show the end result of this 3D print. It's a bit funny. I'll see how it turns out and actually how it works with the Lego piece, which will be quite interesting. I've just gone and grabbed someone's design for that. I didn't actually design that myself, so it's taken no effort to sort of grab that. But yeah, I'll see how that goes. Yeah, I'm going to get into putting these in and doing that, and then I'll show that's due to finish maybe in 20 minutes. So I'll probably show that as well, and that'll finish off our first week back for the vlog. Thanks for watching, as always. I'll use this as my outro. Thanks for watching and tuning in. I know it's been a little bit of a break since our last one, and we will consistently upload from here for the next wee while. But yeah, just didn't want to get so repetitive on the stuff what we were doing. I have got a few ideas on bits and pieces that we'll chuck in there just to spice it up, if you will, but keep it a bit fresher for us to record our content, so we don't feel like we're going through the motions every single time, because that sort of gets a little bit boring for us, and as a viewer, it's sort of, for me, you'd only enjoy watching it for so long, and then you get a little bit bored. So yeah, so that's what we're working on. But yeah, we will see you next week. Cheers. So that's it there. Obviously it needs a little bit of tidying up. Don't think there's any Lego sort of wording on the top there. Just a brick, if you will. Quite a cool bottom. Let's see if it works on a normal piece. Go to my rubbish bin. Ah, there's a piece. It's a normal brick. Let's have a look. I think it's having a little bit of trouble there. If I click it there, no, it doesn't like to work. So, first test, it has failed. But yeah, so that's pretty funny anyway. Little wee brick. Quite cool. Anyway, see you next week.